All right, there we go. What is going on out there, horror fam?
Hi, everybody.
What is everybody up to? Who do we have in here tonight, baby?
What is everybody up to?
What's everybody up to?
What's the haps? What's new? Artsy's feeling it. Let's get ready to rumble. I love it.
Yep.
What's going on? Brian Perry. Hi, JK.
BP.
Hi,
JK. Hammerhead, baby. We got the hammer in here laying the hammer down.
What up, Blaine?
Blaine, what's going on, bro?
What up, SJM? It looks like we have Vile in here tonight.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Vile, dude. What is going on?
Who else? Who else have we got?
I don't know. Say hi. Don't be shy.
I got Steven all riled up, pumped up before the show.
Yeah. Dang right.
That's right.
Call me Vi, boo, beautiful people.
Call me Vi. Hi,
Call
Vi.
me Vi. Welcome to the Horror Fam. You can never roll, you can never die. You are now one of us. Welcome home, my friend. Welcome home.
And look, Suma.
Suma.
Where have you been? We've been so worried about
you. Oh my goodness. Suma, where hath thou been? Suma. We have not seen her in forever.
Rhymes with Katie. So...
Katie? Hey, what? Yeah. Dang, I have no idea. All right. So tonight, horror fan, tonight
we have a special treat.
We do. Tonight, horror fam alum Katie Harden is going to come on the stream with us.
Yay!
She is a horror actress. She's been in some shorties, she's been in some longies, and she's done a lot of Broadway work.
Awesome.
And not only that, she's a huge horror fan, and she is connected with the horror community.
Yes.
So we're going to get all the scoopski potatoes.
Scoopski potato.
From behind the curtain, as it were. Yes.
Katie's going to take us behind the curtain.
So we are going to bring her on here very shortly. But I want to know what's up with the horror fam first. Before we bring Katie on, our first guest in a while. I can't even remember who our last guest was.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I mean, actual guests, we had Briggs on here not too long ago. We had the Farinator on here.
We've had Chad on here.
Chad, yes.
JP is in the house. Hi, JP.
Yeah, I cannot remember who our last guest was. I kind of fell out of doing guests there for a while.
Yeah.
But
I can't think either.
No. That sounds like a Chad question. I bet Chad's over there. He's going to pull out the history books.
Probably. Chad knows. Chad will find out for us.
Yeah, it was Hammerhead. He pushed my artistic abilities to the limit.
He totally did. Hi, JK.
And this is where it's landed us. Well, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, Val, I'm glad you were able to make it in. This is the first of many. The first of many guests I have coming up. I've been in contact with a few other people. And we're going to get some guests rolling up in here. And they're going to talk all the horror goodness. All that horror goodness.
Finally. More people within our clutches.
Yeah. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So I want all of you to think about, because what we'll do is, since it's been a while we've done one of these, we're going to bring Katie on here. And, we're just going to talk to her a little bit. The chat's free to chat it up. I will mark comments as we go. and I will make sure any questions that you all have, I'll try to swing them her way.
Cool.
And I'll just mark those as we go. But usually,
audience participation.
Audience participation. That's the big thing tonight.
Cool.
That is the big thing tonight.
What's up, Gory Tiger?
Blainsky, yes, you guessed it. That was the big Christmas surprise. James won.
Dude, wouldn't we be stoked?
Oh, it would be game over.
It'd be like...
No pun intended.
No pun intended. It would be the last live stream you ever had to do.
Yeah, I'd be so stoked, man.
It's like, well, that's it. I'm retired. Steven likes to tell me that he's retiring all the time.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Whenever he accomplishes something he's really proud of, he's like, well, I'm retired.
Yep.
That would retire him for sure.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Okay.
Does she have the link?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure I just go ahead and send that again. There we go. I am the ultimate host.
The host.
The hostess with the most.
You're the host with the most?
That's right. That's right.
That's right, everybody.
Mm-hmm. And yes, BP, can't wait. Keep us up to date on those results, man. I've got my appointment tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Another big announcement is it is looking like... Yes. It's looking like I'm going to move the members-only live stream. This is typically the last Friday of every month. But since this one is the day after Thanksgiving, I'm not going to do that to people. So I'm going to move it to Friday, the 22nd.
All right.
For the members-only stream.
Hopefully more people will be available for it by moving it to the 22nd.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt anyone's holiday...
Travels,
plans, whatever you've got going on.
Cool.
Let's move it to then. Come on, we're all going to be stuffed with some turkey, some mashed potatoes with corn in it. The usual.
I just want the taters.
I know, but I gotta have the corn. I gotta have the corn. That's my thing.
Your nacho? You want me to save you some of that corn?
No, I don't even know what that means.
Save me some of that corn.
Don't even know what that means.
Yeah, you do. I made you watch Nacho Libre with me.
Blainsky, that is a really good question. People go Black Friday shopping, a ton of people, but it may as well be called Cyber Friday now because nowhere near as many. Well,
I think people do. I just think it's not us, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know one of my sister-in-laws was really into it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And she even got my mom to go one year, and apparently it was insanity.
Yeah, it's chaos.
It's
chaos, but it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I think because all the deals are lined up now. There's Black Friday deals that have been out since the 1st of November. I know of.
Yeah, I know stores that want bodies in the store have special deals you can only get by going into the store.
Yes.
But that's so that they're moving merch out of their stores. Most places just...
Nah.
One of the companies I work for has already started.
Yeah.
It's, because their business is entirely online. So they're
and spoiler alert, I've been telling everybody that we are getting major upgrades in the equipment department for a while now. It's finally happening. I should have all the equipment I need within the next 2 weeks. So you're going to see things change. I'm going to throw this microphone in the river. It's done. Or maybe I'll sign it and, be like, oh, that was my first, that was my legacy microphone. I don't know. But, yeah.
And you guys have made that all possible. The fact that Steven is finally going to be able to upgrade all of his tech here. So he's not fiddling with the camera while we're live, and so we don't have mic issues. And that's all thanks to you guys and all of your support. Mm-hmm. All of the members, all of the donations, all of that.
Yeah.
He would not be able to do that without you guys. So.
No way, man.
So thank you. You rock. And we hope it makes for a better experience
It's going to make a big difference. You're going to see a little bit of upgrades tonight already. I shared the picture in the community post. You can see the shelves have been lit. The lighting is up. And some other obvious upgrades coming up here in just a moment. So, we have Katie Harden on the horn, baby. Yay. We're going to bring her on the show, and we are going to talk some horror. Are you ready, horror fam? I want to see it in the chat, baby. I want some hands up. Let's get Katie in here and see what the scoopski potatoes is, baby. All right, here we go. Bring it in, Katie.
All right,
Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Thank you so much for having me. This is exciting.
Thank you for coming on. It's super great to meet you face to face.
Ditto.
Face.
But you know the funny thing, though, Katie, is that I have met you before you even came in the streams.
Really?
I did. So probably 2 or 3 years ago, I did a video on the channel called like 10 Things You Didn't Know About Wrong Turn. And I came across your interview while I was doing research with Rob Schmidt. And I was like, oh my God, it's no wonder she looks so familiar.
He used your interview as research for that video.
Like it was something bad. I'm like, oh no, he remembers me from where?
Yeah, totally. And yeah, like I said, guys, as you send in comments, I will mark some of those. You know, if you have questions and stuff like that, I'll mark them. We'll get to them when we can. But Katie, I have some pictures of you here.
Oh, geez.
And I was trying my best to introduce you, but I'll tell you what, I'll pull up some of these pictures, and you tell me what is going on here. Okay?
Sure.
Intriguing.
Yeah, here we
I'm
go.
already intrigued.
Here's the first one. This is a little bit disturbing. Look at this.
That is Skeleton's Skeleton Key. Sabrina Schneider wrote that from my I'm with the Talent Expression Management, and she is a client there, and she said, hey, I've got this script about this Latina detective, and would you like to, try it out? I'm like, yeah, sure. It was she had an open post on Facebook, and then I was, I've been friends with her and everything, and we got together and we shot it, and it was awesome. It was great. I got to smash a cheesecake, get covered in blood, and pretend to shoot somebody in the middle of, Brooklyn in the middle of the night, God knows where, in a park at night. I mean, it was totally safe, but it's New York. You're like,
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sounds like a typical Friday night around here.
It does. Yeah.
So you'd fit right in. That's awesome. All right. Picture number 2.
Number 2.
It's with A.K.A. Kendrick. She was in The Walking Dead Dead City. She played Riza. She is also a client with my agency, and she's one of my really good friends. And, it was great because I got to screen The Walking Dead Dead City. And I knew her episode was coming up. And of course, with celebrities and journalists and press, they have something called an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement. So you kind of have to keep your mouth shut. But when it finally aired, it was lovely. It was amazing. She had all of her friends there. We had a couple people from the show there that were the tribes people. And we had, it was just a good time. We got to watch the TV. It was in a bar. It was in a classy bar in New York City. And we had like plates of like fake fingers and like finger food. And it was just lovely. Everybody was just lovely and gracious. And I'm so proud of her.
That's cool. It looks like a really fun picture. It looks like you guys were having a great time.
We were.
Right?
And I was
really neat.
All right, what else have we got here? Oh, more blood.
That was also from Skeletons. That was a behind the scenes photo that I took. again, covered in blood. I go to the director and like, so does this come out in the washing machine? Because I kind of liked that shirt. It did. It was okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Did they at least put some chocolate in it so it tasted okay, or was it that icky stuff?
No, it was delicious. I think it was just store-bought. You know, it was like Entenmann's or something. So shout out to Entenmann's.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah, dude.
Oh, you meant the blood. I thought you meant the cheesecake. Oh, good Lord. The blood was just like something you get at like a Halloween store.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, he covered me in blood from a Halloween store like 3 years ago for a video, and it stained my red in like splotches for like 3 days. Yeah, stained.
Yeah.
Like just I
That's
don't
no
know, like
fun.
hypersensitive skin or whatever, but
Oh no!
stained.
Yeah. So yeah, SJM's wanting to know, did you have a problem getting it off or just right out?
No, it was pretty good. I mean, it left like my chin and my face a little bit red, but as far as like the washing machine with the shirt goes, off. It was fine.
Nice.
Oh my God. Yeah. So lucky, because I told her that, once upon a time, I had a friend over at the house. I was a teenager. We were all teenagers. And I was making fake blood, as one does. And I ended up dyeing his entire arm red.
Oh no.
Yeah, and it would not come out at all. I mean, it looked like he was the Kool-Aid man.
Whoops.
I mean, he had to go home like that. I mean, that's how young we were. His parents came and picked him up, and his arm was just red.
You're like, I'm used to it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, food coloring. Don't do that. That'll stain everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. And speaking of Walking Dead, look at this.
Oh, hey.
So, as you can see, you can't see. I'm not on the thing anymore. But I got to screen The Walking Dead, World Beyond. Good Lord, I'm still like, I bumped my head earlier on my shelf, so right now I'm still kind of like, I just did that. Moving on. But yeah, it hurt. I got to screen it and interview a lot of the actors from it, and somebody mentioned that I resembled Annette Mahendru's Huck, and I said, you know what? This kind of looks cool. I've never been to a Comic-Con before, so I said, you know what? If I can find the stuff, let's do it. And a couple of my friends, shout out to Felix Carlucci, which is Sonne Treppe. I'm so sorry. Probably screwed up her name, but she was Felix Carlucci in it, who is Nico Tortorella's character in The World Beyond. And then that's Julian Cannon, who's also a big interviewer as Daryl Dixon. So it was right, in between the pandemic and everything, but we were outside. So I was able to actually get a hold of World Beyond's costumer. And I'm like, hey, so do you know where you get this jacket and everything? And she said, it was specially made. And I'm like, oh my God. So I found it, I found one on Amazon. I put the patch together. A lovely person on Etsy had the insignia for the Civic Republic military. Nice. So, but yeah, that was so much fun. It was fun. We entered a little comic, a costume contest, and it was fun. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
Wow, heck yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of cosplaying.
That's right. My press bag.
Oh my goodness. And then boom, look at that.
Boom.
I was oh goodness, who is that? I will probably link it next time. I'm so sorry. It was somebody from Instagram. He's quite famous, and he portrays Rick Grimes as a cosplayer. And again, I was Huck. I was pretty annoyed because I accidentally. It was early in the morning at a hotel, and her scar is supposed to be right under her left eye. Well, for some reason, I got a Joker thing going on, but. I think it was really fun. It was supposed to be if Huck ever met Rick, and I think we nailed it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Heck yeah. So yeah, she is. Yeah, you're the Ren Fair person. I'd never been, and
yeah, I've done both. I've done a number of cons and then also Ren fairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was my first time ever cosplaying. I wouldn't, do it all the time, but it was fun for, it was nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, so she's from Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from West Virginia. We don't have shit. We don't get anything. There's nothing. You ain't gonna get anything out here. There's no cons. There's no media events. There's nothing.
Yeah.
So I finally got to live that life last year when we were in Los Angeles for like 9 months. And oh my God. You must have so much fun doing stuff like that all the time. I mean,
it can get exhausting. You have deadlines and things, and they invite you to premieres that, I'd have to like go ahead of time and pick out an airplane and everything, a flight to get over to Los Angeles to get some of these premieres. So it's more just on the digital end, but I've been invited to a lot of New York premieres and things. So I'm hoping, I can start to go to those, but, now it's time for the holidays and everything. So money.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So is it just curious, is it kind of like when you get to go to stuff like that, does the work sort of overshadow the overall experience? Because like, for instance, to give you an example, like I've covered haunted houses and stuff on the channel, and the haunted house is nowhere near as scary because I'm walking through it like this with a camera. Like, so does the work take away from all the fun of the con sometimes?
Not really. You get to like I got to screen Chucky and things like that, and no, everybody's just really gracious. You deal with the deadlines when you get home. you have to write everything out and send it to the press people and the PR. But no, it's fun. You get to meet all these different people and see all these different projects, and when I first started screening bigger TV projects, they gave it to the press so that they still were working on the CGI. Like you could see some like wires hanging, or like some colors might have been, shifted. So the finished project would have been, amazing. But now they haven't done that as much, but I still appreciate that because, you think about it as an actor, it's so hard to do all of this, especially all the hours they put in. And, people were telling me they were shooting at like 3 a.m. in the morning, they call you from your trailer, and it's like, oh my God. And the bugs out in the forest, you have to, it goes with the territory.
Well, yeah, two things about that I definitely wanted to share with you, because we were having this little conversation the other day. So two things about that. Number one is the timing thing. So I was working on like a Hallmark Christmas movie, believe it or not, at one point. And yeah, I remember that dreaded day. It was like a 15-day shoot. And I remember that dreaded day. It was like the last week when they decided, well, it's time to get all the night scenes. So you just, one day, you're up at 7 a.m. on set by 7:30, whatever. The next day, I was on set at 7 p.m. staying there until like the next morning. I mean, that is a brutal time shift. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nobody wants that.
But number two, and this one you might really appreciate. So I actually had, when we were talking about some of our past live stream guests, I actually had the majority of the cast and crew of this movie on the show. It was for a Wendigo movie I was doing. It's still not out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And this was shot in West Virginia in the woods.
Oh.
At night. You could take a flashlight and scan around the woods on the ground, see thousands of little eyes looking back at you. It was all wolf spiders.
Oh, hell no! Sorry, pardon my friend.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was one of those where we had a Marine with us.
Oh gee.
And he's like, I've kind of dealt with like stuff like this before. He's like, you guys might want to, if you're particularly squeamish of the spiders, or like, they were so bad, he's like, you may want to duct tape your pants legs.
Oh my god! No, I'd leave. I'm sorry. I would just straight up leave. You could give me $1 million and I would not do that. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and wolf spiders, man, they are massive. I mean, they can, get the size of your hand if you're not, well, maybe Anna's hand. Well, yeah, Anna's little hand, maybe. So, SJM actually asked on the topic of premieres, she wants to know, what is a premiere like?
It depends. If it's like an indie film, it's smaller. If it's a Hollywood one, it's a little bit bigger. For press, you have a specific badge and everything, so you can't just randomly be like, "Hey, can I come to this?" They have a what do they call that? They tape off like the fans and everything. So but everybody's really nice. I really haven't run into one unpleasant person ever. You go in like a movie theater, you sit and watch the movie or the show, and and then the stars will come out on the stage, a few of them, like maybe the main stars, the director, they'll have like a Q&A where they talk back, and then there's an after party and you leave. And no, I don't drink, so I just like to hang out and schmooze, I guess, but it's nice. So yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna work on going out to like the Hollywood premieres. I can do the New York ones because I'm more East Coast, but it's harder when they start sending you things in Los Angeles. I mean, it's expensive. Airfare is expensive, and the tickets and everything are free, when you're press and everything, but getting there, no.
Oh yeah, it's a nightmare, man. And yeah, that's the that's such the cool thing I think about premieres and events like that, is it's like, number one, when you get that that little press badge, or what, you feel like a celebrity yourself. You feel good. You can get you into some areas, but like, everybody is there for the same reason. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it just has like a it has a great feel to it, I think. I mean,
yeah, it's electric, the energy.
Yeah. So I was going to ask you, because, you do some acting, but something that kind of surprised me, but I was checking you out and everything, mm-hmm. and I click on this one video, mm-hmm. and OMG, the vocals on you are insane. I was like, I was not expecting that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I mean,
girls got pipes,
right? So I was going to ask you, like, what would you say is actually harder, singing or acting?
Oh, definitely acting. Definitely. Especially when you do self-tapes. Actors, they have management or agents or, people send you things and you have to slate. So you'll be like, "Hi, my name is A.K.A. Harden. I'm from New York City. I'm 5'4". And they either say if you're from an agency or just that's it. So that's your slate. And then you do your monologue that they send you. They'll send you sides, basically. And, professional actors go through about 30 takes of just saying our name. I'm not kidding you. I'll be like, "Hi, my name is Katie." Nope. Or I'll move a light or something, So a lot goes into it, and you have to study the text. I mean, if you're lucky, they'll give it to you 3 or 4 days ahead of time, but sometimes they're just like, "Hey, last night, can you do this tomorrow?" And you're like, "Yeah." But it is hard unless you're really digging into the text, and it depends if it's TV, movies versus theater. There's two definitely bigger contrasts between the two. Theater is more like big and everything like that, and you want to reach the rafters of the room. And then for TV, it's more subtle. It's like, how would you act in real life? So you're not really, pushing to fill an entire room. You're just filling a small set and things like that. So, as long as you study the text, you should be okay, but it is difficult because, like I said, multiple takes. Sometimes you'll do it as upbeat, and sometimes you're like, maybe this isn't working. Maybe I'll try it more mundane. That doesn't work. So, it depends. Sometimes they'll ask you to send in 2 takes. So a different personality with one side, and then the same side, a different, something different. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And singing is hard, of course, but I love it. I love being up on the stage. It's funny. I'll have a panic attack at like Walmart if I like don't have enough money or I'm in a line of long people, but you can get me on stage in front of 1 million people and I don't even give a hey. Like, I love it. I really do.
Dang.
I love that.
So
Most
which one
have anxiety?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I found that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which would you say comes more natural to you? Would it be the singing or the acting then?
Oof, you're putting me on the spot. I don't know. Maybe both. But I mean, when I was little, I was like singing like a bird in my crib. So I'm going to say both, just in case, people are like, hey, would she like to be on Law and Order? Yes!
Yes, I would. Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, we have the HorrorFam calling for a duet between us. I'm like, oh my God.
I like it. I'm envisioning, like an Eddie Vedder like duel.
Oh, I bet you are.
Song duel. Who does Eddie Vedder better?
I bet.
We could do Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, yes. I like it. Mm-hmm. Some Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
But the Little Shop, with like Audrey and everything, like Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
I haven't seen that since I was a kid, but I remember loving that movie so much.
Yeah.
Poor Rick Moranis, I miss him.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame him for wanting to get out of Dodge, but
I don't either.
He was awesome.
Yeah. It's not easy. And the thing with this business is you're constantly trying to be a better version of yourself. They'll compare you to different actors. They'll be like, if you're too tall, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too skinny. Maybe you have the wrong eye color. Maybe you're like an inch taller than the lead man. Maybe you look like the casting director's ex-wife. There are all different factors. And yes, that has happened to me before.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's rough.
Babysitter that they just couldn't stand or something like that.
Yikes.
Oh my
God. But it's not easy. People think, I mean, I'm not a celebrity by any means, but I mean, you dig into these big names and things, and it's not an easy business. It's not like we get like $1 million or whatever. You still have bills. You still have to deal with, like I said, all actors have anxiety, really. Like anybody. Mm-hmm. I like pull it out of a hat. I'm sure somebody does. And you also deal with social media too. Like you have people that are nasty to these actors. I know in Walking Dead not too long ago, people were like pitting Carol and Daryl and all those things. And, somebody didn't like Negan, so they were pitting Jeffrey Dean Morgan, against things. And it's like, leave them alone. We're just normal people. Seriously, we're on a contract. You know what happens when that contract ends? No job.
Yeah.
Be respectful to people. We're just normal people, literally. Nothing exciting.
Well, we've talked about that before. Just where, like, I think people, the average kind of Joe tends to make the assumption that all actors are making as much money as Tom Cruise. You know what I mean? It's just that's not the case.
Yeah, I've had that with people who think, it's always going to be like, if somebody finds out I'm a YouTuber, it's always going to be like in the top 3 questions, like, I bet you make a lot of money, or blah, 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 or like, and like I've had people come in the I bet you're rich, or come on, man, why would you donate to? They got plenty of. It's like, really?
We're on Medicaid.
Yeah, we're on freaking Medicaid over here, pal. You know, you.
Who isn't?
I mean, seriously, it's like, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff like you were saying that's like people don't see behind the scenes either, because you know, especially for like an actor or actress, it's like you're getting one contract, we'll say, and once that's over, the money's over. But they also don't see, man, to get that shit, gas money to get to the audition, you had to sign up for IMDb Pro, you had to have headshots done, you had to print them bad boys out. You know, it's
union fees are not inexpensive by any means.
Well, and just the hustle to get that first job in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like that massive hurdle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
and
then it never stops. Like, I don't act or anything. This is Steven's job, is the YouTube. I'm a copywriter, but I'm self-employed. And
you
so
could
the
be
hustle.
Adorable.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. But the hustle to get more work every time a job is done. You know what I mean? It's like, and I imagine it's exactly the same thing. I mean, you're self-employed. It's like that constant. You're in a constant hustle. Like, it's never.
Yeah. And there's, like I said, like there's so much that people don't see that goes on behind the scenes. The platform we're streaming on right now, I have to pay $200 a year for this. You know, I have to pay to stream on X. I have to. Yeah. It's tough, man. Yeah, working. I mean, because that's essentially what an actor and actress is. You're for yourself, man. You know.
Yeah.
Tough gig.
Yeah, and again, you know, like when you go to the auditions, you don't get 99% of your auditions. You'll maybe get like 1%. You know, or like booking. I mean, like right now, actors are in the 2% of booking, unless you're a name, you know somebody who's a name, you're related to somebody who's a name, or you have like amazing headshots, you have amazing, you know, agents and things like that. And it's a game of luck. It really is. Like, don't expect fame overnight, because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so screw the anxiety. That would probably bring forth the depression on that, man.
Yes. I'll have like a dream role that I'll have an appointment for, and every once in a blue moon I'll find something I am so passionate about, and I'll just like sit in my room and cry that I didn't get it, and then you move on to the next one. I mean, really, in reality, you audition, you forget about it and move on. You know, if you get the call, great. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah. So I imagine, you know, at first you probably have to sit there and you're probably over critiquing yourself. Like, well, what did they see that they didn't like?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then, like, do you ever get past that, or does that stay with you? Or
I mean, you know, I've started taping my auditions now. Believe it or not, I'll set my cell phone down out in the waiting room or whatever, the dance studio, and I'll hit record just so I can hear myself, you know, from the audition room. And that actually helps, because I can, you know, pinpoint, okay, did I strain here? Did I crack here? Was I getting like nervous here? You know, things like that. And then you put that into play later. You listen to it. You listen back to it. But, you know, it is hard. Auditions are hard. You go in, sometimes they call it the room. So you have a director, a casting director, sometimes a choreographer, and then the music director. Unless it's television, then it's usually just the casting director or an assistant of the casting director. And basically you have to go in front of those people, do your thing, and then they'll say, okay, thank you for coming. And basically you go like, oh, thank you so much. And you leave. But sometimes the room can be cold, or sometimes they didn't eat lunch yet, you know?
Oh.
They're cranky. They don't want to hear anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, because we all do, right? We all bring in all of our stuff to every moment we're always in. And it's like, yeah, when somebody like
right.
holds your livelihood in their hands, you're like, man, I hope you're having like a great day and you think I'm adorable.
Hell
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. But, you know, when you pursue this professionally, you just have to get a thick skin and forget about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, you
So
know,
is
you
it?
can't. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, when you're in the room, do they ever like give you like a, you know, oh yes, you nailed it, you're the one, that's the, or are they just completely flat and you have no clue until a phone call?
No, just they just say thank you for coming in, and yep, there you go, and then I'll just F off
Damn,
now.
so they're like a damn
What?
doctor, like. You know, like the doctor's going to like, you know, like check you out. No, they're going to see like some damn malignant tumor growing inside of you that they could take out and you would survive that day. But instead, they're going to be like, I'm not allowed to tell you the results, sir. Go home.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that?
We'll call you.
Yeah, call me my ass.
You know what I mean?
I'll let the tumor answer the phone.
They'll refer you to specialists.
Yeah. Oh, that has to be torture.
Yep.
Yeah, it can be. But you know, the other day, it's so funny. My therapist, yes, we all have therapists. With this business, are you kidding me? She goes, "Why are you doing this if you're so miserable?" And it's like, you know, I do it because I'm passionate about it. I like to tell stories. I like people, you know, that say, oh, your art moved me, it helped me in this such and such time, or you know, it was good to have in this time. And really, you know, we make art to have people, you know, adapt and grow and things like that. So if you see a movie, if you see a show, or you know, read a book, does it move you, you know?
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. If you could go back retroactively and put yourself in any movie or show of all time,
good Lord,
what show would it be and which character?
Oh my God, Rose and Titanic, hands down.
Oh shit!
Yes!
See? Yeah!
Phenomenal movie, phenomenal actress. And it's funny, she actually does like what they tell you not to do. They tell actors, just say thank you and that's it and move on. Well, she kept sending James Cameron a rose until he finally, you know, gave her the part, and there was nobody else that was born to play that part but Kate Winslet, let me tell you.
No.
So sometimes
Agreed.
Yeah. Sometimes being pushy works. Okay.
Yeah. Well, not so much pushy, but passionate and aggressively passionate, we'll say. If you get to be a pain in the ass, then they'll be like, yeah, no, we're not picking you. We have nothing to do with you. We'll blacklist you. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that was the perfect storm, because the chemistry that she had with Leonardo DiCaprio was in to see either of them talk about each other today.
Oh, they love each other so much.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah,
so friendly. Yeah, they're friends.
Yeah, it's like watching Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson in an interview together. Like,
yeah, like best friends. They're just best friends
Just
that came away from their
besties.
project. Just best friends. It's really cool. Yeah.
They can just pick up right where they left off.
yeah, even though they tortured each other.
Oh, Leo and Kate, they
Yeah.
did apparently.
Yeah, he would he would know that they have like a big kiss scene or passionate scene coming up, so he would eat the grossest food on set. He would have bad breath.
Right, the onions. I remember that.
Yeah. So let me ask you then, you know, speaking of the horror celebrities, what horror celebrities have you talked to? Because I know you're a journalist, you do interviews and things like that.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. I'd have to check our text messages. Let me think. Well, Rob Schmidt, obviously, from Wrong Turn. Barbara Crampton, who is a friend of mine. Kelly Maroney. Who else? Mina Savari was absolutely gracious and sweet. Harold Perrineau, Julia Ormond, Annette Mahandrew, Nico Tortorella. Who else? Thank Kate. Thank so many. Carl Cumston, pretty much everything from The Walking Dead. Let's see, the Callum who played Alden, Josh McDermott. Oh God, so many. Ezekiel, Kari Payton. Just a lot. A lot.
Who would you say was your favorite?
And the director of The Collector, of course. Marcus.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, there's so many questions I have about The Collected that need to be answered. I can't wait until that comes out. Yep. Yep. Cannot wait.
Do you have like a best interview of all time?
Oh boy.
Either just because they were so sweet and enjoyable to be around, or because like you fangirled really hard. Either. You know what I mean?
I try not to fangirl. That's unprofessional, but still, it's nice. Mina Savari.
It can be happening inside.
Mina Savari was absolutely phenomenally wonderful. I had the opportunity to interview her with the director. It was a horror movie where she played a witch, and I can't for the life of me remember the title because I have, so many projects I go through. But she was just absolutely wonderful and sweet, and everything that you could think she was, she is.
That's awesome. Wow. I love that.
So do you have, because like I was saying, we have a lot of new equipment coming in. I'm going to get back to having more guests on the show and everything, and probably hit you up and get that Rolodex out and be like, "Hey, can you hit me up with Rob Schmidt over here?"
Sure.
But what's? Yeah, I'd love that too. Yeah, I remember that like 3 years ago. I'm watching your video with him, and I'm just sitting there jealous as hell. Like, damn it! I want Rob Schmidt.
Oh, Charlie Clouser. That's another one. It was literally a 3-hour interview. It was amazing.
Wow, Charlie Clouser, the Saw theme.
Mm-hmm.
Love him. Love him.
We love that.
And Chad Edmonds donating $10. Thank you so much, Chad. And for that, he got the dancing Mikey Myers.
Go to me.
So, but would you have any advice for somebody like me, how to conduct these interviews or something, that would make them go a lot smoother?
Oh, get out. You're amazing at this. You don't need any advice from me.
Yes.
Your goals. You both are so cute. Your goals. Just couple goals everywhere.
Oh, thanks.
I think you're absolutely fine. You don't need any advice from me. Trust me.
Awesome. Then yeah. Anna keeps telling me, she's like, as much as many people who compliment us on our relationship goals and stuff, she's like, we need to do one, like a talk relationship or a talk lovers or something. It's
set. We're doing a relationship live stream from now on.
Yeah.
We'd have to share all our deep darks though.
Yeah.
How we got here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it. Yes, I would love that. Have like a how they met story or something. That'd be cute. Yeah. On Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah, that might. Yeah, we might just have to suck it up and start, just reviewing romance movies, and we'll just come through and just talk about The Notebook and all them Hallmark Christmas movies.
Oh my God. Our secret love affair with Hallmark Christmas movies.
That's cute. But since you are geared towards horror, you could do horror things like Warm Bodies, Lisa Frankenstein. Those are all like love stories and things.
Yeah. I took her to see that for your birthday, wasn't it?
Lisa
Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day. There you go.
See, that's what I said earlier. Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who would be okay? Well, let's say then. So you've nailed some pretty good guests. Who would be a dream guest, living or deceased?
Oh, good Lord. Oh God. Norman Reedus, I would say. Ooh. I almost got him, but it's hard because their schedule's all over the place and everything. But yeah, I think he'd be fun. I think he'd be a riot for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I actually watched some interviews with him a couple weeks ago. I had no idea, like, his whole side of his face was metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets like headaches and stuff if it gets too hot or too cold, where he's in a horrible car wreck. It's like, damn, I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see then. Okay.
I know who else. Sorry, Pollyanna McIntosh. I would love to interview her.
Now, who's that? I'm not familiar with her.
Jadis.
Jadis. Oh, okay. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, then. Let me ask you this. Because we talked about, now we know spiders are going to scare you.
Oh my God.
Maybe
stop.
a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Me too.
Maybe a little bit. But we
Everybody's gonna like hang a fake spider at me now. Oh my God.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be like Impractical Jokers. Just a little dangly. But just a little, but we also know that you're into horror. You've had blood on your face. You're not afraid of getting on stage and singing.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be comfortable with something like haunted houses, we'll say?
Yeah. No problem.
Now, what about...
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, now what about one where they could touch you, we'll say?
No. That's insane. Why would anybody do that? Like, that's just insane to me.
It's not even a rational question.
Well, okay, well, let's say because there used to be some, like, now it's went extreme, and that's even what they're called. But there used to be some where it was just like, we're allowed to touch you, but it's barely. It's like when we jump out and go boo, like we might touch your shoulder or so. Like, could you do something like that?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Dang. Okay.
Horror nights, yeah, but not something where they submerge you in a tank like Hostel or something. Like, no, thank you. I've heard of that place. I just, who knows? Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, because we were talking a little bit about McKamey Manor, and I was like, I don't know anyone personally who would do it.
No. That guy's a douchebag. I wouldn't trust him. I would not trust him.
You've got to be a little loose in the screws, I think, to agree to something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we watched a documentary on that not too long ago. And I mean, there were people on it who you would think they would be able to, there were people who sign up for it who are like, hell yeah, give it to me. I want to do it. There was a Marine on there who was like, I was in Iraq and there were bombs going off and I love that adrenaline. He actually claimed to have liked it. And then he signed up for McKamey Manor and they broke him.
Yeah.
It's like, God, dude.
Yeah. I mean, he figured out like later after going to therapy that he was already suffering from complex PTSD.
Yeah, right.
And that's why he was like seeking that kind of stimulation. But like,
yeah, no way, dude.
Oh my God.
I question how anybody could run something like that. Like, that's weird. To me, that's weird. Very weird.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Totally
I mean, yeah, Blaine is talking about how they, he saw one where they can shave your head. It's like, dude, if that's the worst they do,
right?
Yeah,
that's an easy one.
I was actually talking about this with my friend not too long ago, and I was like, well, I love mermaids, so I could just say I was afraid of the water, and then they would put me in water, and I'd be in heaven. No, now everybody in the entire universe knows that I'm afraid of spiders, so thank you for that.
Yeah,
that's okay. They know I am too. So
we've
talked about that on the show before.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because Grassman, I was going to bring him up. Grassman, he's over here talking about spiders already because he wrecked his truck like 3 weeks ago because of a spider. Yes, I was like, now this is your fellow Massachusetts buddy right here. But Yeah, he said that like he was driving home or whatever, and a spider crawled out, and he lost it.
Yeah.
And crashed his truck over a spider. I was like, dude,
but it's because I agree with Blaine. Blaine says we're all afraid of spiders, and that's actually true scientifically.
Yeah.
There was this really great study done on like fear and brain recognition, and how quickly the human brain can recognize objects. And they discovered in the study that the human brain recognizes a spider before it recognizes literally anything else.
Really?
They can flash something super quick, whether it's a face. They tried it with like guns and things like that, just trying to recognize danger, and apparently spiders. The human brain recognizes a spider faster than it recognizes anything.
That's insane.
So we're just programmed to be like, spider.
I've gotten better with like smaller ones. I've even released a few. Don't quote me on that because I ain't doing it. But when it's like the longer ones, nope. See you later. They can have the house, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll just move out. You can have the house.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah. If I lived in West Virginia by myself, I would probably have to give the house up to spiders.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing that saves me is Steven. I'm just like, Steven, spider!
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we get them decently bad. Now you're not going to see like gigantic ones very often. But for instance, I have a car that I kept covered with a car cover for a couple months, and I would just every week I'd go out and start it up. I wouldn't even take the cover off. It had like a zip.
Right.
You could get to it. Well, I took that car cover off a couple days ago, and I found out that spiders decided it would be the greatest place in the world to live for the winter. Inside and outside. So I got in there, and I mean, they're all over the place. I go to put on my seatbelt, I grab a spider. I'm driving, one's on my sun visor while I'm driving. I just had to, hit him with the backhand a little bit, but that's the
terrible.
worst. Yeah, that was horrible, man.
When was that?
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
No, this was about a week ago, actually, I think. Now.
Was it only a week ago?
I think so.
Well, maybe.
How are you handling this, Anna? Tell me your thoughts and feelings.
It was not okay for me. Like, it's not okay. The trip in the Camaro was very short.
Yeah, it was.
Time.
Well, and it was so the one that was on what got difficult for me was I'm the passenger, so I am conscious of the fact that I have to have it together more than to keep it together for the driver. And so he whacks the spider that's on his sun visor, and it fell onto his lap. So I grabbed, I don't even remember what it was now. It was something that was in the car because I wasn't going to touch it with my hand. So I grabbed something to swoosh it off of his lap, and it was plain dead. It had its legs all curled up.
It wasn't dead.
So I just thought, I'll just brush it off of his lap. Well, I brushed it off his lap, and it was alive, and it just went running. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight. Thank you for this.
Dude, it was like that scene in Child's Play when Chucky was in the car trying to kill the detective, trying to kill Chris Sarandon. That's what I felt like.
I'm like, where is there a spider in that movie?
Yeah, I'm looking all over the place, trying to oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so let me ask you, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh boy. Wow. That is a tough one. Oh my God. I know. Everybody in the world's going to be like, yeah, that's the shittiest movie, but I like Ghost Ship. I love ghost ships. I can't help it.
Hey,
My first,
That's awesome.
the music is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you ever listen to that soundtrack, it really is beautiful. Actually, I have 3: Ginger Snaps, Resident Evil, the first one, and Ghost Ship. Those are my favorite.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah. Ghost Ship I haven't seen since it came out. I need to rewatch. Yeah. I even have like a Ghost Ship T-shirt.
You do, yeah.
I do too. And the poster.
Yes.
Yeah. Resident Evil. Yeah, that's my favorite game series. So of course I've seen all those. But Ginger Snaps I actively love.
Yeah, Ginger Snaps is one of your favorite movies. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
You talk about that movie a good bit.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you might have some insight to this. Like, I thought so I know that this show has kind of passed on, but like, but I know like Emily Perkins pretty much disappeared there for a long time. And
yeah. I'm trying to think. I think she was in Supernatural, and then she did I think it was a Cinderella story with Catherine Isabel, who portrayed Ginger Fitzgerald, and I think that might have been like 2006. I'm not sure, but yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah.
I loved her on Supernatural.
Yeah,
she was hysterical.
The fan fiction girl. I was like, oh no.
She was so funny.
That show went off the rails.
Yeah, I'd never seen Supernatural, and she had seen like all of them except the last season. Yeah, and she didn't want to finish it without me seeing, you know. Aww. So I ended up. I'm like, oh my god, that's Emily Perkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, where? Because I thought she was a great actress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Just disappeared. You know, Catherine is stuck with it, but
yeah, she was in Hannibal, American Mary. What else? A few other things.
Yeah, and it seems like she is in something recently. Well, she was in See No Evil 2 as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah.
Yeah, we see her pop up every once in a while for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of which, she was currently showing me the Vampire Diaries.
Oh God, not my thing. I'm so sorry.
No, you know what's funny is it's not even that I'm showing him the Vampire Diaries. So I recommended Supernatural. I was like, we should watch Supernatural, and a guy friend of his was like, you should watch the Vampire Diaries.
No more.
And that's why we're watching the Vampire Diaries.
I'd never seen it, didn't know anything about it, and it's like today I see iJustine pop up in it.
I would be in it, but I would not watch it.
Did you watch True Blood?
I couldn't get into it. I tried so hard. I really did. It just wasn't my thing. Again, I would be in it. There's so many. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we were getting. We were getting a lot of people recommending, like some would recommend True Blood, some would recommend the Vampire Diaries, and I've not seen either, so I finally gave them a shot, and I'm in the swamp, I guess.
Well, yeah, and I feel like so the Vampire Diaries like happened because we were like exhausted and stressed out, and it's an early 2000s show.
Yeah,
and we were just like we sunk into the nostalgia of that entire vibe. You know what I mean?
I'm like, holy shit, they're using blackberries.
The one I will say that is phenomenal was AMC's Interview with the Vampire. If you haven't seen that, it is amazing. Amazing. So good.
Yeah, Uncle John has been saying to watch it. JP, who's in the chat, he's been telling us that's good too.
Yeah, she recently showed me a video with Lestat doing an interview, and I was like, wow, that dude has a wicked voice.
Right?
Yeah. They just nailed it. I actually interviewed Roxanne Duran, who played Madeline in it. So, yeah.
Nice.
Dang.
That's cool.
Heck yeah.
I'm looking forward to season 3.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into it, and there's another one people keep recommending. I can't remember what the name of it was though. It's like one of those Peacock originals or something. We haven't got to check out yet, but
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Well, we got a lot.
We get recommendations a lot, so I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
I just binged Lucifer. My mom used to watch that show, and I'm like, and then I'm like, I love this. I love this.
I have seen the first season of that with my mom.
Yeah.
No, it's amazing. That role I would absolutely love to play as Mazikeen. That sounds like a fun role to play.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, let me ask you this too, because I always, with my guests, I like to play this game, and I usually tailor it,
Okay.
to their interests a little bit. So we will see. It is, how could I say this in a PG way? It's like marry, bonk, kill.
Oh boy.
So here's your options, and you kind of screwed yourself because I'm still a little bit jealous over that interview 3 years ago with Rob Schmidt. So here's your choices: marry, bonk, kill, three finger from Wrong Turn, Leatherface.
Oh my god. Dios mío.
Or a graboid from Tremors.
None of them. None.
Usually he gives everybody the like traditional slasher, so that's rough. Like one of those is a sandworm.
Yeah, but I mean a sandworm. You got to think you could ride that thing anyway. You wouldn't have to worry about the airfare to Los Angeles anymore.
So she's going to marry the worm.
Nope. None of those. I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness, that is we've got our first none.
None. I'm out.
poor
Right,
look at it.
You have to answer them, so
I have to answer them.
That's how we've always done it, is you answer them and then so does your guest. So go ahead.
Oh, that's true. I do have to. Okay,
see?
so okay.
I got your back, Katie.
Well, I will marry Three Finger because he's also from West Virginia, so he might have his own place. He's, and he
has land. That's what
he has land.
For the land. Okay.
He had a cool truck. Oh God. I guess I got to go with bonk Leatherface, so I keep it the same species.
And kill the graboid.
I guess I got to kill the graboid. Dang it. Yeah, see, well, JP is bringing, I might be related to Three Fingers, so I may be in trouble.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that you chose the inbred West Virginian to marry.
Oh God, that's true.
Keeping it all in the family,
all in the family.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll be surprised. I have asked, I believe, all of our guests that question.
Yeah. Usually
can't help it.
Usually with the big three slashers, so it's a little easier to answer. So
sometimes. Let's see here. Ruby fan was yes. Answer, Katie. Some of us want to know. You don't have to though.
That is one of my best friends in the entire world. Her name is Steph. She's amazing. That's my Ruby. Oh God. Okay, fine.
We're going to get an answer then. We're going to get an answer.
There we go. See.
I mean, I can be difficult and be like, nah. Okay. Dear God. Okay, kill Graboid, marry Three Finger, and yeah, the other one. So going to hell. None of this is relevant to anything.
It's not at all. It's just it's become like a thing.
It's just good dirty fun is what.
Yeah, it reminds me of Freddy versus Jason. That's probably where I got it.
Yeah.
Because if you remember in the beginning of that, they Catherine Isabel asks them like Shaggy, or no, it's the Three Stooges.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the Three Stooges. So,
wow.
Gotta do it. Oh, and Ruby is super happy.
I love you.
You still have a friend. Oh my god. Okay, let's see here. So we had JP wanted to know what tribe.
I am Algonquin, so that's French Canadian First Nation on my father's side.
There you go. And JP had another one. Have you seen Daryl Dixon Book of Carol episodes? And if so, what do you think? I think you would be awesome on it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I've screened all those. Are they all out now? I hope they're all out now. I don't want to spoil anything.
I don't know.
Oh god, are they on like the I don't think they're all out. Let me see.
Okay.
I want to see where they are.
Yeah. I'm not giving away any spoilers. So.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I don't think they're all out yet.
Okay. Yeah, they were. I thought they were great. I love the spinoffs. You know, they get a bad rep. I will say that. A lot of more fans are starting to be like, "Oh, the spinoffs are really good," you know, but it took some time for them to realize that, which is really agonizing because some of these, you know, all these actors put in so much work and things, especially like World Beyond. I mean, without World Beyond, you wouldn't have Rick back. You wouldn't have The Ones Who Live. You wouldn't have Jadis. So, you know, you have to put all those things together. But yeah, I'd love to go to France. That sounds amazing. I definitely need a passport soon. That's on my to-do list. Get a passport.
Passport. It's on his to-do list too.
Yeah.
I will say the finale is absolutely sad. So bring your tissues.
Nice.
I cried. I did cry.
Oh my god! But I love that. I love that when you could, you know, we watch The Exorcist every Halloween. That is my favorite horror movie. Love it. And yeah, man, that movie, it just gets me every time with how beautifully written it is. Like, So yeah, I love it when a movie can get you emotionally involved, or a show, you know, it just brings you in and
yeah. I cry a lot, so.
I do too. Especially, I cried during Goosebumps because you find out like the girl never existed, and I'm like, oh, she was dead the whole time. Sitting there crying. Or the old Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes where the girl goes to prom and he says, "Okay, prom's over. Can I take you home?" And she has him take her to the graveyard and disappears.
Oh God! Yeah.
There are so many. Odd Thomas, those are so depressing.
Oh, Thomas is so so sad.
So sad. I know what happened to him. So horrible.
So good.
Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, I haven't watched. I watched The Green Room with him in it.
Yeah.
And oddly enough, I've been to his grave.
Well, yeah, wow. We did the whole tour of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
What? Oh my God! What shitty luck! Like that's some Final Destination shit.
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah. I know we're losing all the good ones. Somebody said in the chat earlier, Tony Todd. We just lost Tony Todd.
Mm-hmm.
We're losing everybody. I'm always afraid. I know who's going to go next. And I'm like, no, please don't let. Like, you know, when Romero was at that age, I said, oh, I bet we're going to lose him next. And then guess what? We did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh God, I saw news the other day that apparently like Romero had written, like a final zombie script or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Milla Jovovich signed on.
Yes, Twilight of the Dead. Yes, I'm so happy for Mila.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
She's lovely.
I love her.
She's absolutely lovely. She's so sweet.
Is she? That's so good to know because I love her. So like, I want her to be nice.
No, she's so sweet. Her kids are so cute. She's just a nice person.
That's awesome.
Dang, hell yeah. Oh, we got more questions coming through. Let's see. Vile saying that Emily Perkins was recently in the documentary for Pennywise, the story of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember her as Bev.
Yeah, we are going to have to check that out very soon.
For sure.
Let's see. Oh my God, Zimzam's fitting. Brian Perry wants to know if you like Return of the Living Dead.
I do. I love zombies. Anything zombies. Like, I think what is coming out soon, 20 years later or something, 28 years later. They had days, months. Yeah, that's coming out soon. And I'd love to see another Army of the Dead. That was fun. That was a ride. But yeah, I do. Speaking of things that make me cry, the third Living Dead, Anna knows exactly what I'm talking about, where the couple goes into the flame. I can't watch that movie and not cry. I'm pathetic.
Dude, that blew my mind because, like I said, we're going through the Vampire Diaries, and Mindy Clark was on it. Like, she had
get out!
Yeah. She was like
Julie.
one of the characters' moms. Like, yeah. She was like, it had to have been a fan of her in Return of the Living Dead or something. Like, it had to be, that one of the writers or somebody on set had to be a fan because they're like, we need her in here.
Oh yeah.
I want her to be like, yeah, her character was like hypersexualized. And
She was.
Yeah,
she was a horny mom, basically.
Like, yeah, somebody grew up watching her and fell in love.
Yeah, that movie made me sad. Anna knows exactly what I'm talking about. We're besties now. We'll talk about this.
We'll talk about all the movies we cry over.
Yeah.
Speaking of Titanic.
I was a little kid when that came out, and I didn't understand why all the teenage girls had tissue boxes. Now I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, now I was one of those teenage girls.
Yeah.
And my friends and I went to see that movie in the theater like 7 times.
Well, okay, then let me ask you this then, Katie. Let's get this out of the way then. Who are you choosing? Are you choosing Billy Zane or Leo in that movie?
Oh,
like the
Leo.
actor or the character?
Oh, well,
the character.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy was hot, but like his, Cal was a dick. So I don't think I want Cal.
Oh my God.
He's like obsessed with this idea that he's like, it. And
He
I'm
was
like,
he
dude,
was
he's such a dick.
I thought all the women loved him. He was so debonair,
No, he hit her and everything else. Shoved her, called her I don't know if I can say that on here, but
Yeah.
a lady of the night. He called her a lady of the night.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah. Now Christopsy wants to know, have you seen the new Terrifier?
I have actually. And I've interviewed the little actress who's in it actually. Her name is Antonella Rose. She's a sweetheart. We keep in touch. Ow. And yeah. So it was good. What did you guys think about it? Anybody dig it or need a throw up bag? I heard they were giving throw up bags. I didn't see that. So
I would love to go just to get one. I didn't get to see it because we ended up getting like severely ill
right when it came out.
Right when it came out. So I ended up not even being able to make it to the theaters. But yeah, I did just hear from my cousin yesterday that like his girlfriend's nieces or something went to see it and they walked out because it was too gross.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not like Green Inferno, people. It's not, like that. But I mean, it is gory. I'm not a gore person. I don't care if you kill a billion people, but don't kill the cat. Me and Mark were discussing this actually from for the collector. He said the whole thing was Arkin tried to save the cat, and I said, "Don't do that again." He said, "I won't."
Oh, that was, yeah. Oh my God, that was so damn horrible. I love that movie to death, and I can remember that in that damn sticky room or whatever. Like,
I think it was glue and acid. I'm just like, why did you do that?
Oh.
He said for the next movie, he won't do that.
oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, see, I made it through the first movie, but I did not make it through the second movie.
Yeah.
But we watched it at home, so it's not like I walked out of a theater. We were watching it at home, and I finally was just like, okay, I'm gonna go read.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about Anna, is that she is more of a paranormal person, because she doesn't like the people hurting people thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, unless, like, you know, I can watch like a lot of the old slashers because they're so over the top to the point of being almost silly, you know?
Yeah.
Like some of Jason's kills or yeah. But this like hyper realistic, like I can't watch. And if I watch too many of them, I get like nightmares and
yes. What gave me the worst nightmares? Salem's Lot, the original Salem's Lot, when the kid taps on the window. Whew, that was it. That kept me up for years. And now the remake is, I think it's really good. Everybody doesn't care for it that much. There's a few changes, but but still creepy ass scene.
Yeah, we liked it.
we liked it a good bit.
Yeah, we did. It was one of the better movies that we've seen this year, you know.
Yeah.
We've watched a lot of the new releases, and yeah.
It was really entertaining. It was very enjoyable. Like,
yeah,
we liked it a lot.
Yeah, have you seen The Substance yet?
No, I've heard that's amazing. I'm like drowning in deadlines. It's not even funny how many things I still have to watch. I was rewatching Fear the Walking Dead with a friend, and oh my God, I have so many things I need to watch.
Oh, so do we.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like
we get it.
You guys have to watch From. Don't forget that. Everybody was telling you guys to watch it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's great. It's amazing. When I first interviewed Harold, like I said it reminds me of Salem's Lot. It really does. The monsters, they come up to the windows, and it's neat. And everybody like compares it to Lost, but it's not like Lost. There's no smoke monster. There's no conspiracy theories. It's more like these are old ancient creatures that are in a cave. These people cannot escape this environment. How do they work together? How do they get out of it? So yeah, and I'll tell you guys the finale is a doozy. I don't know if that's out either, and I can't say anything, but it's a doozy.
Nice.
Dang, okay. Yeah, I mean, Christophs is saying it's the best horror show on TV right now.
Wow.
Dang, okay. Oh, but JP is saying it's starting to annoy him because all these people are trapped and seeing things, but keeping them secret from each other.
You'll see.
Oh,
I mean, with all horror shows, it can get repetitive. Sometimes you just run out of ideas.
Well,
but
what
this
I
one,
tell Steven is horror, the genre itself, relies entirely on people making bad decisions.
Yes.
So
yes, it does.
You have to just own that. You know what I mean? Like, just relax knowing that your show or your movie or everybody's going to make terrible decisions.
It's like Cabin in the Woods. It's like Cabin in the Woods. Somebody makes a stupid decision and it's all like controlled.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a damn good show. Definitely don't, keep going with it.
Cool.
Okay, Chad wants to know, wrong one. Let's see. If you could work in one of the Legacy series movies, which one would it be, and why would it be The Omen?
Poltergeist one of those?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, one of those probably, but obviously I don't think they're gonna do any more of those. It was so sad. Honestly, it's probably scary to work on that film because you think of all the behind the scenes things, like I'm not gonna discuss it here, but that was scary.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that you would choose Poltergeist.
Yeah, it's her favorite movie.
It's my favorite horror film. Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't think I could deal with demons and all that other. Although, it might be fun to do like The Conjuring or something. I could probably do that. But again, you have to be careful that you're not saying the Latin and everything because things do happen behind the scenes. You do contact things. You have to be very, very careful with those scripts. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes they'll make things up rather than actually use the Latin. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a video on like 10 things you didn't know about The Conjuring or something like that, and Vera Farmiga says that she had an encounter, I guess because of that movie or whatever, but she was showing it off. She had like scratch marks on her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. From some entity, she believes, but...
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You have to.
Yeah.
Don't say the Latin. Don't say the Latin, kids.
Yeah, no doubt. And HorrorFam, if you have questions or comments for Katie, go ahead and send them over now, so we don't keep you on here all night. I know.
I still have my Taco Bell to eat.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I know you ate Taco Bell right before you got on, so.
She hasn't gotten to eat.
No.
Oh, that's horrible. Burritos or tacos?
It is a Crunchwrap Supreme because I love those.
Oh, it's not gonna be crunchy after this.
I don't like soggy things, so this will be very sad.
Oh no.
Yeah, and soggy Taco Bell's rough because it's like, what do you do? I mean, there's lettuce all over it.
Don't make it worse for her, man.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It hasn't been that long.
Oh no.
So are you a Baja Blast or an original Mountain Dew kind of guy?
Ooh, I don't know. Baja Blast, I guess. I'm really a water person because I'm allergic to caffeine, so every soda seems to have caffeine in it, but I'm not a big soda person.
Oh, okay.
You're actually allergic to caffeine?
Yeah, I have to be very, very careful. Yeah.
How?
Messes with my heart and stuff like that. I'm like, really? Okay.
Ooh.
From one female to another, how do you live without chocolate? Like how?
I mean, okay, come on. Like that time of the month, I will eat chocolate, but like I can't have like an entire coffee,
Yeah. Right? I'm like, screw the coffee. Like,
Girl,
forget about tea. How do you not have chocolate? I would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a quarter of my body is made up of chocolate.
And like I was really never into sweets when I was a kid ever, and then I got older and I was like, oh my god, like all this stuff. And I think my favorite thing right now is cannolis. Love me cannolis.
Nice.
But I don't
Yeah.
eat that very often. I don't eat that stuff very often, especially when you're an actress. You have to be careful constantly.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, we were. I was actually asking Anna about this yesterday. It may have been earlier today because the Vampire Diaries is like, oh my god, like every cast member, every character in this town is like a model.
Yeah.
And I was like, how? Like one of the characters in an episode was like, oh, I'm starving, I need to eat. And I was like, what do you think that actress really eats when she's quote unquote starving?
Like a salad.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's like me, like, I can put down like 4 or 5 tacos if I wanted, like, but like, I mean, and like, I know like sometimes I'll go overboard because it'll take a minute for that button to get hit. Like, oh, you're full now. Like, God, what about like a girl like that? Like,
I don't know. I couldn't even tell him because I was like, because these are all supposed to be high school students, and I was like, when I was in high school, I was an athlete. Yeah. And like working out like hard. So I could eat. But I was also like not stick thin. I was like really muscular.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a Guido, so it's like, man, when we work out,
that's awesome.
Right? We get like muscular. So it was just like, so I don't know. I didn't look like that. I've never looked like that kind of like skin, just rail thin. So I don't know. I don't know what people eat or not, right? It's a whole lot of don't eat, I think.
Yeah, it is.
When
there's all these weird diets in Hollywood right now. They're like, oh, you have to do fasting. Girl, I ain't fasting. I will never fast. I have low blood sugar. I ain't doing that. And another one is no carbs. And it's like, as long as you eat things in portions, you're fine. And just work out, go out for a walk, do things. Just keep your body in motion and you're fine.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's different. It's got to be difficult in an industry where, maybe that extra 5 pounds somebody's going to say something about. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like that's,
Yep,
that's
that'll happen.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, that's horrible. I feel like I could gain and lose 5 pounds in a day, literally.
Well, you're also 6'4". You could have like a couple glasses of water and gain 5 pounds at 6'4".
Right?
Yeah.
That is wild. It's like, be hydrated, but you'll gain like a pound. Okay, well, what do I do then? That is my weakness. I don't drink enough water. I should. I need to drink more water.
Don't we all? Aren't we all supposed to be drinking more water?
Yeah. Yeah, we ran through both of our little things and forgot to bring water with us. So I'm over here like, nyam, nyam, nyam.
Yeah, I already put
size mug, so I wasn't worried about it. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I guess the horror fam is all tapped out.
They're all like obsessed with Taco Bell now.
Yeah, they want to be on here talking with us, They're like, we've got one that's like, aren't you from Canada, Katie? Where did you find Taco Bell?
JK's like, we have Taco Bell in Canada.
I am not from Canada. It's amazing over there, though.
I gotta say though, I love the earrings.
I know, aren't they great?
Yeah,
the sparkly blue ghosts.
Oh, thank you. Spirit Halloween.
Oh, they're so fun.
Oh my
Good
God.
stuff. Good stuff. Don't work there, but it's great stuff. Retail.
Oh,
couldn't imagine.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't go back.
No, you can go back.
Retail, you can't go back.
You can go back in your PTSD and your dreams, but you just can't go back to retail.
Yeah. Oof. Christopsy saying you have a new follower on Twitter. Yeah, everybody. So yeah, Katie, if you want to, you can shout out your Twitter. I know you got your website up there for everybody to check out.
Oh yeah, sure. My Instagram is Katie Harden Official, and my Twitter is Harden Official, and I think that's it. And then LoretteMag.com, LORETTE Mag, MAG.com is my Lorette magazine, and I have recently also additionally gone to Blue Sky, but it's pretty dead on there. So. But yeah, those are my usual haunts.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, and I've been to the website and I've seen, you've got, the interviews are up there. All the news is coming in. I mean, you're going to keep everybody up to date. So, And you have and she does have a pretty cool, Twitter and Instagram going on too. You get some of that behind the scenes,
Cool.
pictures and stuff like that. So
I'm glad.
But yeah, I guess thank you for coming on. We'll go ahead and let you go. Get to that not so crunchy Taco Bell. We'll probably hang on for about 5 more minutes, Horror Fam, and answer some Q&As and but yeah, thank you so much for coming on and hollering at us. And
of course, this was fun. I love this.
Great. This was great. Yeah, we hope we continue to see you in the live streams, in the chat.
Definitely. Yeah. I want to get my hands on. I want to do some Pictionary.
Yes! Oh, that'd be hilarious. Yes. Yeah. That'd be cool. Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, dude. I always have. That's probably my funnest part. Like, it's hard as hell for me.
I want to take it away from
probably. Because it's like, how the hell? I mean, hell, you saw my werewolf. It's like, I'll get the stuff like that. I'm like, how the hell do I draw this?
It's like, yep. I've wanted JP to get on and do the Pictionary too, but it'd be like anybody who, is very artistic, you're going to have to make it very clear to them that,
Oh, yeah, because
this is not, don't take your time.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have seen JP go to work and he'll spend days on something.
It's beautiful, but.
Yep. Takes days, hours. And we're perfectionists, which is even worse.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, thank you for coming on. We'll get you for some Pictionary sometime. And
yeah, for sure. That'll be fun.
Heck yeah. All right, man.
Thank you, Katie. Have a great night.
You too. Send me this file so I have this.
Will do.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, we'll holler at you soon. Bye. All right, Horror Fam. That was our interview with Katie Harden. We hope we did her justice. Very talented, very fun. And
yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
What a great way to kick off you doing some more interviews.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they all go that well.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Right.
I'm gonna have to come up with my my MFK selections better. But I did.
You have to gear them a little more towards, our guest.
I did. I used to come up with some crazy ones for some people.
Yeah, I think when there was an avenue to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when there wasn't so much, you stuck to the big three.
Yeah, the big three: Freddie, then, Jason, Michael.
And then if there was something,
yeah,
particular they were involved in,
yeah. So who do we still have left in here, Horror Fam? Say hello. We'll like I said, we'll spend about 5 more minutes on here, then we're going to hop off.
For a wrap up, anybody got any questions, concerns, comments?
Yeah, we're going to get hydrated, have a big doctor's appointment tomorrow.
That's right. First thing in the mornings, we're going straight to bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. I can take that off now. Everybody's probably like, oh, Steve, come on, we know who you are.
Do they?
They might.
Do they know who
Hey,
you are?
Artsy's still here.
Artsy.
Look at Artsy. He's running wild. Grassman. Christopsy, are you still here? Because I don't believe I've ever seen
I think so.
Has he? Okay. I couldn't remember. But every time his name throws me off, though, because I think of the band Cryptopsy.
Oh.
Yeah. Have some good old blast beats. No way. Not sharing my 23andMe, buddy. Everybody knows what I am. 6'3" of twisted steel and sex appeal, JP. That's what I am, buddy. And America. What's going on, Grassman? What are you doing tonight there, Three Fingers? Vile, what's going on? Feeling slightly sick. I'm really worried about the horror fam. Everybody is getting sick right now, and we haven't seen Pinhead since he told us he was getting sick again.
I know.
So
I think he had COVID again.
Oh,
it's just that time of year, though, too. The flu's going around, COVID's going around again. Pneumonia was going around, a viral pneumonia was going around. So it's like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just get some rest.
Yes, please. All right. JK has a controversial opinion on Night of the Demons. I want to hear it. Thank you, JK, for also wishing me every good vibes for the doctor's appointment tomorrow. We shall see. Stephen Chang, yes, helping me line up some guests. Stephen, we are going to see.
Oh, it's going to be so fun.
It is going to be so fun. It is going to be so fun. That will be within the next 2 weeks, I'm hoping, Stephen. Within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to get that date out probably tomorrow to John and see what we can do.
That's awesome.
Because I had another guest potentially lined up for next week or the week after, and I'm not sure if that's working. I'm still kind of waiting to see how things go.
Okay.
Vile saying, yeah, I started to get flu symptoms yesterday. Went to the doctor today, so I'm hibernating in the house tonight and all day tomorrow. Oh, that sounds lovely, though.
I told Steven a couple of days ago that before, like preemptively, before we get sick or anything, right? Taking like 3 days off to just rest so that we don't get sick.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, I think the stress of the doctor's appointments are starting to weigh a little or something.
Yeah. We're getting a little stressed,
a little antsy.
I have a question that I'm sure the horror fam would like an answer to. That's kind of probably putting you on the spot, but it just popped into my head. Do you live stream on Thanksgiving? Because it's technically a Thursday.
Wow. I personally would.
Uh-huh.
I personally would live stream on Thanksgiving. The only problem is I'm worried about everyone else.
Right?
That's the only thing. That's why I'm moving the members only stream to next Friday, so that way it doesn't conflict with anyone's Thanksgiving. So
you're gonna have to start posting that up for everybody.
I will. I may have to. Wow. That's a bummer.
I didn't even think about it until just now, just this second.
That's I didn't either. Either.
You didn't either.
I would still do trivia on that Monday, but yeah. What say you, horror fam? Are y'all going to be busy that day? Too busy to come in? Because you're
gonna have to figure out all your logistics anyways. So
yeah. Dagummit.
JK's
wow, Steven. There we go, baby. There we go. That could be great, Steven. That would be great. Vile is saying he's pissed about being sick, though, because he's been working out again lately. So right as I get back into that routine, dude.
That's what happened to us when we got sick in September. So we totally feel that. We were on like a daily routine that was awesome. We had like this epic sleep schedule going on. We were feeling, and then boom, we got, and we have not recovered our sleep schedule since then. We're just now getting like a really, really good exercise routine back in place. But like, man, it wiped us.
Yeah. Steven saying he'd be here on a Thanksgiving show. JP saying he'd be here on a Thanksgiving. JK would be here.
There you go.
There we go. There we go. And Stephen Chang, isn't, just curious, but isn't, let's see, isn't John Gallagher, isn't he the one who runs Clue Gallagher's Facebook now? Thank you, Brian Perry, for wishing me all the luck. Thank you, sir. I want to know, everybody, please, do not hold back. What did you think of tonight's live stream and the interview? Is there anywhere I could improve on that? Is there, how was the interview? How was, I was having Thursday night's live stream dedicated to an interview. I know we typically do something topical or maybe a ranking on Thursdays, because Monday is dedicated to trivia. So I'm just wondering, how everybody felt about the interview tonight. I mean, heck, you can even give me a 1 out of 10 ranking on it. And like I said, we are getting a lot of new equipment in. So some great things are going to be happening in that department. Should have it in. I hope we have it set up before all of our Thanksgiving festivities come, into play, but maybe not. It may be a December thing. I don't know, but it's going to be so much better. The audio is going to be so much better because me and Anna are now sitting side by side for the streams. We have to figure out a solution where we each get a mic of our own that works now. So we're going to figure that out. The camera thing is going to be fixed. The audio on some of the some of the sound effects and stuff like that's going to be fixed. I hope you liked the background I added tonight. That was new. That was a little new upgrade I added. I know Grassman was asking, is the Talk Horror logo flashing? It was.
It was, yeah.
That was a nice little
boom mics.
Yeah. So, So let's see here. Yeah.
Brian Perry loved it.
Brian Perry loved it. Stephen Chang loved the interview show tonight. Artsy says, very fun. J.K. saying it was a good interview. She was very comfortable and you are both naturals. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. We try,
Grassman was worried he was tripping.
No, that's something I did. I thought it would be fun to have that logo flash.
Be a little dynamic.
So it just reminds you, hey, this is the Big Talk Horror, baby. Yeah, Vile saying, sweet interview. She loved ginger snaps. So that was a win. Absolutely, man. I have ginger snaps, the special collector's edition behind me right now, man. That's how much I love that show. Christmas
D-Rock, you are way ahead of us.
Oh, man. D-Rock, we need to get D-Rock as our social media manager.
I love it. Thank you for pointing that out because I haven't even looked at December yet. Have you? I haven't even.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Man, we're still trying to make it through November.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not up to me.
Yeah.
None of this is I ask Steven the questions like I just did, but
yeah.
For me, Christmas Eve is all about eating pizza and watching Christmas movies. But if Steven wants to do trivia, it's his job.
That or maybe do something topical for that Monday, something a little more Christmas themed. That or something, because I love to come on. I mean, when I call the horror fam, I call the horror fam for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's like seeing my family on the holidays. Like I have no problem hopping on here on Thanksgiving because I get to see the people I love.
No, and Christmas is going to be easier. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas, that whole week in time or whatever, because we'll be home.
Yeah.
So the only reason I've even brought up, like, what are we doing that week? How is that going to, is because we're going out of town to see family. So there's a lot.
Yeah. For Thanksgiving.
Yeah. For Thanksgiving. So the logistics are totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I'm sure anybody who travels for family or whatever, it's not just logistics. You'll also get that there's also like other people's expectations you're dealing with and plans of whoever is hosting that you don't even know those plans are in place until you get there. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's been the big question about all the Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And plus
Christmas will be here. We'll be home.
Yeah. And plus the taking of equipment. It's a little bit harder to do the show on the road because then you also have to look at, well, where can I live stream from? that's going to have stable internet, that isn't going to have 14 children running around and screaming behind me, because I know that drove JP absolutely insane.
So that's another big thing with my family is we have a lot of children, some of which are very young right now. And so like anywhere we'd be, we have 2 locations it would be possible for him to live stream from, both of which will have children, especially if he streams at 8:00 at night.
Yeah.
Children trying to go to bed. And
then you have to, think of, well, what am I going to stream from, like hardware wise and all that stuff. So it gets a little, because I actually use a DSLR camera for this, and I have a microphone, obviously connect, I'm not using the earbuds or something that's easily portable. So, I mean, this is connected to a boom arm or whatever you want to call it. I'm totally blanking because, late at night, it's a scissor arm or whatever you want to call it. But,
scissor arm.
I'd like to. I would definitely like to stream on Christmas Eve. And like Anna said, it would be easy. Hopefully I'll have some snow to show you.
Oh, that'd be rad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably make him do a short one, but that's okay.
JK, Ginger Snaps 2 really liked it as well. Feel horrible for Bridget in that one, though.
Oh,
man.
yeah. That's
horrible.
Yeah.
JP, who are we going to see on Thanksgiving? Why wasn't I invited? You got to ask the host, bro.
We're going to James's for Thanksgiving this year. So it's Patty gets one holiday a year now for all of us, and this year she gets Thanksgiving. So so you don't know Patty's going to South Carolina next in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
that's lame.
Yeah, damn.
So so we that's what we're doing, but we don't think we're not going to try to talk you into coming out here for Christmas.
We might have to, JP. We got some stuff we're talking about doing that might need an extra set of hands. Val, what's the Thanksgiving menu for you guys? I ask because I've done things like lobster some years. Change it up. I've never done anything like that. It is not okay. So I gotta have meat. I am a carnivore. Gotta have meat of some form.
Mm-hmm.
So I can eat turkey. Turkey's not the greatest, but I can eat it. I know some people make ham. Good. I don't care. It's meat. Give me the meat. But my staples that I will be actively disappointed if I do not get mashed potatoes and corn. Like meat goes without saying.
And then he mixes them together.
And then I mix them together. But meat goes without saying. Okay, gotta have meat there. But mashed potatoes and corn have to be on that plate, man. I'm a little bit saddened that we're not eating with my grandma for Thanksgiving because she does it up. She knows what Big Baby loves to eat. But we'll see. We'll see what these fancy city folk got in store for.
I'll make sure you have corn.
Yeah, because they don't eat corn sometimes. Come on.
There's all kinds of different veg to eat, dude.
None of it's as good as corn. There you go.
But they'll be doing a turkey for sure, that they're deep frying. And then they'll also be doing a ham because you can't deep fry a big enough turkey to serve our entire family. So, yeah. So there's that. I think that's what's on the menu this year is both a turkey but they've done, I'm bummed because I know in years past, Necro and his family have done a goose. And I've never had goose. And I've thought that would be really, really cool to try. But they're not doing a goose this year.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Val knows. Hey. There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. And D-Rock knows corn is awesome. There you go. I mean,
I also love corn. Although I am picky. I don't like canned corn.
Oh my god.
I don't like the texture of it. It's like weirdly, it's weird. Like it's almost like rubbery. I don't know. I like fresh corn or frozen corn.
Oh, poor JP, you know what? You can come out and just me and you'll have Thanksgiving, buddy. I don't give a shit. You know. Come on out. Me and JP will just be live streaming from here, just eating corn and mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving. Just, you know what? That's all we need, JP. We'll go get some damn canned corn, because I know JP ain't gonna mind, and some Bob Evans boxed mashed potatoes.
Bob Evans mashed potatoes, those are good.
They're really good, man. I don't give a damn. Corn or corn, which one slaps hard? Fun fact. One of Anna's neighbors when she lived in California was a member of Korn. I won't say who, so I don't dox you, but she'd see that. Imagine that. Imagine Anna going out to go to work and she just sees a member of Korn getting in his car.
So he wasn't an actual neighbor. He lived in the neighborhood. So I'd see him on my way home from work. Or I'd see him at the grocery store.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like you go out to get your car.
My actual neighbor was Bobby Blotzer from Rat.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Anna will dox herself if you give her enough time.
I mean, who's going to find where Bobby Blotzer from Rat, where did he live in the 1980s?
Yeah. So for those of Vile, I know Vile knows who Rat is because Vile's a badass. So
Rat's awesome.
They are, man. They are. Oh my goodness. Favorite dessert for Thanksgiving, dude? Oh man, now see, come on now. D-Rock, you gonna do me like this.
Pumpkin pie. But with homemade whipped cream.
Oh man, my grandma, see now, y'all's torturing me now. Round down, there you go,
What goes around comes around.
See, now you're doing me dirty, D-Rock, because now you're giving me, now you really are like, you know, I'm
making you homesick.
I'm gonna miss my grandma a lot because my grandma, she would make like lemon pie, chocolate pie.
See, he says
pumpkin pie.
He says all this, but I've lived here this is going to be my 5th year now, and she's never made any of this for any of the holidays. Like so.
Oh, well, that's because yeah, she getting old, but but she would if she knew I was staying home. But look, and
that's not true. We have been home for during COVID. We stayed home for both holidays.
Come on, Anna. Anna. I'm talking dessert, Anna. Talking dessert. Settle down.
I'm saying.
So Anna,
if we stayed home.
Anna trying to talk dessert. So I never tried sweet potato pie ever. And then it was you who made some, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Anna made some, and I finally tried it. I'm telling you, a new contender has entered the game.
Right? It's good.
Because, damn, that was good. That was real good. So, I don't know if I can do pumpkin, because of pumpkin pie, you know, the pumpkin pie to me is like a vessel for whipped cream.
Right.
You know, but then again, so is the chocolate and the lemon, and, you know, but that sweet potato pie, man, that can run all on its own, man. That's a lone wolf right there. You don't have to do anything to that.
Yeah.
Oh, Val's gonna do it. He's talking about the pumpkin cheesecake. Oh my god.
We'll have to try one of those. Steven and I made for Christmas a couple years ago a cranberry cheesecake.
Oh,
that was amazing. But yeah, we've eaten pumpkin pie cheesecake before, but we've never made one. So that'd be fun.
Yeah. And pumpkin roll. Now that is a bad boy. Pumpkin roll is a bad boy. I love pumpkin roll too. My aunt for Thanksgiving and Christmas, she makes cream cheese squares. Oh man. Oh man, so many good desserts. See, now this is the problem. Like, I don't know what her family's going to do for dessert, so I have nothing to be hyped about yet. Like, you know, and you know, I know I can't just, you know, when you're at your grandma's house, grandma's gonna make sure you eat whatever you want and you take a plate home. You get half the food to take home. At her house, like, I know when that shit goes up, I ain't gonna be sneaking in that kitchen at midnight and eating everything in the house. Like, that ain't gonna happen. You know, so I've gotta eat strategically too, but I can't look like a pig at dinner. Mm-mm. That's what I'm saying. There's just too much on my mind now, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, I love me some mandarin oranges. Love me some mandarin oranges, Chad. And Chad's not afraid to get down with the Cool Whip. I like both. I like whipped cream and Cool Whip. Oh yeah, Val, you can't. I mean, you know, you could eat the damn. I could go over there and eat the entire turkey. You know, pour the mashed potatoes in a cup and drink them. You know, and all of the above. And then when I leave, my grandma's still going to be like, "Are you sure you got enough to eat?" Like, damn, you can see the Butterball logo through my stomach if you have a flashlight up to it. You sure you got enough? Yeah. Grassman, you can tell Grassman's a redneck too. Cool Whip in the freezer, eating it like it's ice cream. He knows.
I mean, it's sold from the freezer. Yeah, that's where. Yeah.
I'll tell you one damn thing though, and then we're going to get off here, horror fam. You got to watch out this year. I'm gonna give y'all a pro tip before I get off.
Oh, pro tip.
Because this is something that we have learned personally, and that we are going to do this year. Yeah. Get the Philadelphia cream cheese early. Very early, because otherwise you are going to get some other bullshit shenanigan flavored cream cheese that tastes funny.
That's true.
Only Philadelphia cream cheese has that zing to it.
Yeah. Has
that zest to it.
It's true.
Has that damn buzz the back of your teeth feeling to it. You know, I mean, you got so get on it right now, horror fam. This is my biggest advice.
That happened to us.
It did for one of those things we made, like a huge dessert we were making. And we had to use some bullshit cream cheese. I couldn't even tell you the name of,
no, I don't remember what it was.
Like Dirty Oaks cream cheese or something. And it just,
I probably didn't buy something called Dirty Oaks cream cheese.
It was Dirty Oaks cream cheese.
And the Kerrygold Irish butter.
There you go. That's what we get. Hey, you got A.
Val knows.
I feel cheated. Let me tell you something, Val. I feel cheated when I open up my butter and that shit ain't like orange looking.
Right? Ugh.
Like when I open it, and you know, I mean, it looks like Crisco.
Yeah, samesies. And that's true about my eggs too. When I crack my eggs, and the yolk is like a watery yellow. I'm so sad. Like, I need my yolk to be like orange.
Yeah, them happy eggs.
Right, my butter to be that color. And
we want to know those damn chickens were eating mealworms.
Right? That's right.
All right, horror fam.
Oh, Brian is getting his results on Monday.
Oh,
all right.
Let us keep us up to date.
Yeah, be sure to let us know how they all turn out.
And Chad, yes, we are going to poll the horror fam, probably a community poll. We'll see what's going on. Maybe, or maybe we'll come up with a fun topic to do around the holidays.
Cool.
You know,
you guys were great last year.
But my only requirement is, Chad, you can't do it unless you're wearing a Santa hat.
Oh, yeah. Steven already bought his.
I'll wear a Santa hat, Chad, and you wear an elf hat.
JP is going to be having canned tuna with his cat.
Well, that's it. JP, come on over, buddy. We got you. I got you.
We'll take care of you.
This ain't my doing, JP. This ain't our doing. Somebody else set this up.
Yep.
I wanted you there. I want you there. I always want JP. JP's one of my besties.
We're just the attendees.
We're just the attendees. You have to. Yep, that's why you're coming out for Christmas.
I was gonna say, but you can be here for Christmas. You want to come out for Christmas?
We have been planning you coming out for Christmas since a month ago. It's just we ain't even told you about it yet.
Yeah, we want to get you and Laura out here for Christmas.
Yep. JK, buddy, I hope all that goes well, dude. I hope that goes
Monday
well.
is a big day.
Keep me up to date on that, man. I'm going tomorrow, and then my CT scan is
next Wednesday.
So
yeah.
Me and JK, we're like freaking Rocky and Apollo Creed, man. They're just gonna will us into the same damn emergency room, and hey JK, man,
you guys will meet Brian Perry there.
We'll meet BP there. BP will keep our beds warm for us.
There you go.
All right, my friends, I'm gonna get off here though and get me. So I'm so thirsty. I have surpassed thirst. Like my body is kicked into overdrive to protect.
It's wicked.
All right, horror fam. I will see every single one of you and many, 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 many more on Monday for Talk Horror Trivia. Yes. And we may go back to solos for that one because I feel like we have some contenders for the highest score of all time. Possibly.
Right?
I'll think about it. All right, man. Thank you, JK. Thank you. We love you, brother. All right, everybody. Until next time, look horror.
Listen horror.
Talk horror, my friends. Mwah, we love all of you.
Night, everybody.
Good night. I see you.